Welcome to the Market Minders. Can Nvidia keep growing? Is the GPU market for AI saturated? Will Nvidia's stock price continue to rise? Let's figure out. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let's start with some background information. Nvidia is a company that produces specialized computational devices called GPUs. Before the AI revolution, Nvidia was the leader in GPU research and production, both in industrial and consumer application, with an emphasis on consumer video game GPUs. Since the initial launch of the AI chatbot ChatGPT back in November of 2022, the market for these specialized computational GPUs has exploded. And since Nvidia being the market leader, they have seen a surge in demand, and as a consequence, the stock of Nvidia has gone up tenfold. Looking at the growth in revenue, it has increased massively since the initial boom, with the overwhelming majority of the growth coming from increased sales of GPUs for AI training. Now, the question is, can Nvidia keep growing its business to meet the booming demand? Nvidia's ability to meet surging demand depends on its manufacturing capabilities. Unlike some competitors, Nvidia does not own its own fabrication facilities and relies on third-party foundries, primarily Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, the world's leading semiconductor manufacturer. TSMC is aggressively expanding its chip-on-wafer-on-substrate packaging capacity by 60% annually through 2025 to meet demand for Nvidia's GPUs. This includes new facilities in Taiwan dedicated to advanced packaging for high-bandwidth memory, a critical component for AI chips. Nvidia has secured priority access to TSMC's cutting-edge 3 nm and 4 nm process nodes, ensuring a steady supply of advanced silicon despite global competition for foundry capacity. In 2025, Nvidia announced plans to manufacture AI supercomputers in the United States, partnering with TSMC, Foxconn, and Wistron to build domestic production facilities. This move aims to reduce reliance on overseas supply chains, mitigate geopolitical risks, such as US-China trade tensions, and meet growing US demand for AI infrastructure. To address supply constraints, Nvidia has also expanded its HBM3E memory supplier base, which is projected to boost delivery capacity by 60 to 80%. These efforts demonstrate Nvidia's commitment to scaling production to meet demand. But with such significant increases in GPU supply, the next question is whether the market can absorb this capacity or if saturation is on the horizon. With Nvidia ramping up GPU production, some might assume the market will eventually reach saturation, especially as competition intensifies. However, current trends suggest that demand for GPU power in AI applications is far from peaking. So far, the AI boom has been driven primarily by chatbots like ChatGPT and Grok and image-generating models. Yet a new frontier is emerging: text-to-video AI. Technologies like Google's Veo 3 have stunned audiences with their realistic video output, and demand for AI-generated video is surging, with viral content spreading across platforms. Text-to-video AI is a game-changer because it requires significantly more computational power than other AI applications. While training a chatbot demands substantial GPU resources, inference, running the model in production, is less intensive. Image-generating AI produces a single static image, but video generation requires creating dozens of frames per second, making it up to 50 times more GPU-intensive. The complexity grows with video length, as each additional second adds exponential computational demands. Beyond video, the push for smarter large language models with advanced reasoning capabilities further fuels GPU demand. As companies integrate retrieval-augmented generation AI agents and other innovative applications, the need for computational power continues to grow. Far from being saturated, the AI GPU market appears to be in its early stages, with emerging applications like text-to-video and advanced large language models poised to drive demand for years to come. So, if Nvidia is still growing, and the GPU market is not saturated, will Nvidia's stock price keep going higher? considering the fact that Nvidia virtually has no reliable competitors in the AI GPU manufacturing space, and the fact that they are gonna increase their production 60 to 80% this year, they are uniquely positioned to supply the ever-increasing demand for GPUs. Market minders therefore believe that the market price of Nvidia could in fact be undervalued, even considering its high multiples. Let's put it all together. Nvidia can keep growing its business by scaling up production. The market for AI GPUs are far from saturated, with more demand coming down the line. The price of Nvidia is most likely undervalued and could therefore keep rising. Remember, these are not financial advice and merely the opinions of market minders. And if you forgot to subscribe, please do, since it helps us tremendously with keep making this content.